Whispers in the dark, the genesis of a conspiracy. The night hums with secrets. Ancient whispers tell of beings not of this world, creatures who walk among us, cloaked in human guise. They are the reptilians, masters of deception, pulling the strings of our reality. In 1999, former sportscaster David Icke released the biggest secret, catapulting the reptilian conspiracy from the fringes to the mainstream. According to Icke, these reptilians from the Alpha Draconis star system have infiltrated human society, assuming positions of power and influence. They are the puppet masters, orchestrating global events, controlling financial systems, and manipulating the media to keep humanity enslaved. The reptilian conspiracy, it seemed, was not a new idea, but rather a modern manifestation of an ancient fear. The reptilian agenda, control, power, and the illusion of freedom. Imagine a world where your every thought, every action is subtly manipulated, your perception of reality carefully curated to serve a hidden agenda. The reptilians, they argue, are masters of control, their power stemming from their ability to manipulate the very fabric of our reality. Central to their agenda is the suppression of human consciousness. By keeping humanity locked in a state of fear, materialism, and division, the reptilians ensure their grip on power remains unchallenged. They infiltrate institutions like governments, media outlets, and financial systems, using them as tools to shape public opinion and direct the flow of information. The media, in particular, plays a crucial role in this grand deception, bombarding us with fear-mongering news and sensationalized stories. Our attention is diverted from the real issues, and we remain oblivious to the insidious forces shaping our world. By keeping us preoccupied with the pursuit of wealth, status, and material possessions, they ensure we remain spiritually and intellectually unfulfilled. Hidden in plain sight, reptilian infiltration of human society. How could a race of reptilian beings, so demonstrably different from ourselves, possibly infiltrate human society without detection? The answer, according to conspiracy theorists, lies in their mastery of disguise. These are not the lumbering, scaly creatures of Hollywood fiction, but rather cunning shapeshifters capable of assuming human form at will. By mimicking human appearance, they can move freely among us, their true nature concealed behind a mask of normalcy. They hold positions of power and influence, their reptilian eyes gazing out from the faces of world leaders, celebrities, and even religious figures. There are telltale signs, subtle glitches in their facade that betray their true nature. Some proponents claim to detect a reptilian glint in their eyes, a coldness and lack of empathy in their gaze. Others point to physical characteristics like an unusually long tongue or a pronounced brow ridge. The manipulation, deceit, and disregard for human life exhibited by some in positions of power are seen as further proof of their reptilian lineage. The shapeshifters among us, unveiling the reptilian facade. The concept of shape-shifting reptiles may seem like the stuff of science fiction, yet it has captured the imaginations of many. Some believe that the reptilians possess a highly sophisticated form of holographic technology, capable of projecting a human image over their true form. This technology, they argue, is so advanced that it is virtually undetectable to the human eye, allowing them to move freely among us without arousing suspicion. Others attribute their shape-shifting abilities to more esoteric means, pointing to ancient traditions and occult practices that speak of the power of glamour. The reptilians, they argue, have honed these abilities over millennia, becoming masters of illusion and deception. Still, others believe that the shape-shifting process is not a physical transformation at all, but rather a form of mental manipulation. They suggest that the reptilians possess the ability to project thoughts and images directly into the minds of their victims, altering their perception of reality. Regardless of the method employed, the belief in reptilian shapeshifting speaks to a deep-seated fear of the unknown and the unseen. Section 5. Beyond the pale extraterrestrial ties and the cosmic web of deception. The reptilian conspiracy doesn't stop at the Earth's surface. It stretches far beyond, weaving a complex narrative involving extraterrestrial life, ancient astronauts, and a cosmic battle for control of humanity. Proponents of this expanded view often point to the numerous UFO sightings and alien abduction stories reported worldwide. They believe that these events are not isolated incidents, but rather part of a larger pattern of extraterrestrial involvement in human affairs. And who are these extraterrestrials? Reptilians, of course, disguised as benevolent aliens to deceive the unsuspecting public. This extraterrestrial connection, they argue, dates back to the dawn of human civilization. The reptilian agenda in this cosmic context takes on a more sinister tone, enslaving humanity itself. Section 6. Ancient astronauts and reptilian overlords, a history of manipulation. The reptilian influence, according to this expanded narrative, is deeply ingrained in human history. They point to ancient myths and legends from around the world, many of which feature serpent-like deities or creatures with reptilian characteristics. Consider the serpent in the Garden of Eden, tempting Eve with the forbidden fruit, or the ancient Egyptian god Apophis, a giant serpent who embodied chaos and sought to devour the sun god Ra. These myths, they argue, are not mere allegorical tales, but rather distorted memories of actual historical events. They point to archaeological evidence as well, citing ancient structures and artifacts that seem to defy conventional explanations. The reptilian influence, they argue, can be seen in the very fabric of our society. Section 7. The bloodline of power, are they among us? One of the most controversial aspects of the reptilian conspiracy theory is the claim that these creatures have infiltrated the highest echelons of human society, interbreeding with elite bloodlines to maintain their grip on power. This belief, often intertwined with anti-Semitic tropes, alleges that a secret cabal of reptilian hybrids controls the world from behind the scenes. Proponents of this theory often point to the purported existence of secret societies and elite families who they believe hold disproportionate wealth and influence. These groups, they claim, are not merely human but rather descendants of ancient reptilian-human hybrids. They see evidence of this reptilian heritage in the alleged behavior of these elite families, attributing their ruthlessness, greed, and lust for power to their cold-blooded nature. This aspect of the reptilian conspiracy theory is particularly dangerous as it often veers into anti-Semitism. Section 10, Conclusion, Unveiling the Shadows, a Call to Awareness. The reptilian conspiracy theory, with its tales of shape-shifting overlords and a hidden war for control of humanity, is a captivating and unsettling narrative. It speaks to our deepest fears and anxieties, offering a framework for understanding the complexities of our world through a lens of suspicion and distrust. While it's easy to dismiss these claims as the ramblings of the fringe, the enduring popularity of the reptilian conspiracy theory reveals a deeper truth about the human psyche. We crave explanations, even if those explanations are based on fear and speculation rather than evidence and reason. However, indulging in these fantasies comes at a cost. It can lead to a culture of suspicion and distrust, eroding social cohesion and hindering our ability to address real-world problems. Instead of retreating into a world of shadows and paranoia, we must embrace critical thinking, empathy, and a commitment to truth. Only then can we hope to navigate the complexities of our world and create a more just and equitable future for all.